Hi, I'm Debbie, and welcome to Divine Destiny with Debbie. Today we're reading for April 25th, 26th, 27th, and 28th, Monday through Thursday. Now, of course, I am going to use, and this part is just the introduction. I will put in the timestamp when to start your actual readings in the description below. So this is the introduction. This is like the overview. But for the main readings, I will use my Radley Valentine Archangel Power Tarot cards, and I will also use my Guardian Angel cards. I will pick one from my Emily Anderson crystal deck also. For this introduction, we're going to use the regular Waite Rider and the Colette Baron Reed The Good Tarot. Now, I have prayed, meditated, and infused all the decks with Reiki energy. Just remember, this is a general reading. It may or may not resonate. So we have had a lot of solar storms going on. We've had a lot of energy fluxes. We've had, the planets are still going direct until April 29th. That's when Pluto will be going retrograde. It will stay in Capricorn though. So we still, we might be revisiting some of the things we've just revisited. Now we also have Mercury going into Gemini. Now when that happens, you have to understand Gemini is very, very direct, very frank, very can be brutally honest, in fact. So when Mercury, which is the planet of communication, also of electronics, there could be some extreme frankness and bluntness in communications during that time. Now, when we get into May, we will have, Mercury will be going retrograde, but that's in May, a little bit longer. We're not there yet. So we have that. The planets have been going direct. And even though we would think that that would be very positive and that would be very, very good, and it's not. It's not that it's not good or not positive. It's just that the planets have been getting very close to each other, so their energies have been even stronger than normal. And it will continue this way for a little bit of time. Now, I have posted about the 4 planets that are in alignment. Well, when we have the new moon, that's going to be around the 30th. The 30th will be the new moon. It will be in Taurus, and we will also have a solar eclipse at that time. So then the new moon, I think the new moon is what joins the alignment. And this alignment is going to get stronger and stronger. So interesting times, as always. The planets, many of the spiritual texts say look to the heavens, and the planets are getting in alignment, and there will be even more of an alignment as we go forward. So let's see what we have here. We're going to ask Traditional Tarot, what's going on in the universe? What do we need to know for the universe? What is it that would be very good for the universe? Can you give us, what can you give us? Remember, this is the universal overview, and the smaller ones, not the smaller ones, the ones that follow will be more specifically for you. Whatever goes on in the universe, we still have to live our lives. So let's see what we've got here for the universe. Universal perspective. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. So I told you that I have prayed, meditated, and infused all the decks with Reiki energy, but also remember, this is a general reading. It may or may not resonate. I am an intuitive channeler. I open myself to higher power. And I do have a new camera stand, so let's see if I can get this a little bit closer without messing it up too much. Okay, let's see what we have here. First card is the star. So we have a 17. Remember, numbers have power also. So, I kind of get, after what I was just saying, look to the stars. We've had a lot of meteorite showers. We're still having those going on too. But the star is full of hope. The star is full of promise. The star is full of things that are going to happen that will be for the betterment. There is a balancing of energy also with this. Just as, we can say that one is pouring into and pouring out of, or one is going up into and coming out of. This person does not have clothes on, so there is a vulnerable time. This is opening ourselves up to some vulnerability. But again, the star is about wishing on the star, is about putting that star out there, putting those hopes, those dreams. And as we come closer to the new moon, which we're not quite there yet. The new moon is about a time of new seasons. So the star is very much full of hope. So we have a 17, which we have a 10. 10s are transitional numbers. 1, new beginning. 0 is God's source energy. 7 is a divine number. Divine umbrella, as I like to call it. Next card is, so now we have an 8. 8, unlimited opportunities, unlimited possibilities. This is the 8 of rods or wands. This is the 8 of fire. This is our Aries, our Leo, our Sagittarius, our getting out there, our passion, our, just commitment. Now, this is busy times. This is coming, going. Are we catching these? Are we throwing these? This is not necessarily adversarial. This is just very much a time of busy energy. And again, all of these, these solar storms, this ascension energy that we've been going through, it's very busy. So it might not necessarily feel comfortable, and we may not actually feel like we've got a control over this. Okay, so let's go on to the next one. Now we have the Page of Pentacles. This is, the court cards have a dual energy to them. So Page's underlying energy is Earth. Pentacles is Earth energy. That is our Taurus, which we're in, and we're about to come to the Taurus new moon. It is Taurus, it is Virgo, it is Capricorn. It is money, job, career. It is about our home life. It is what we can touch. It's very, very tangible. The Page of Pentacles is generally about a new job, a new way of making money, a new opportunity to make money, getting very eager and very, kind of like seeing the opportunities out there. So we've got something going on that's going to be extremely busy for this week. We've got, wishes and hopes being fulfilled, and also to saying, putting our wishes and hopes. So there is an energy to this that's saying, let's get started. Let's start to live again. Let's start to put our energies out there again. Let's start to have hope again, because the page is like, things are going to get better. Things will get better. But we also have to go back to our star card where we say, we have to put that energy out. Remember, I'm always telling you, ladies and gentlemen, that we are star workers. We are star seeds. We are the ones, that need to be the balance. We need to put out our light, not put it out as in shut it off. We need to shine our light. Okay? And this is going to be that time. But I am being called, my eyes are being called to that Page of Pentacles. And the page is very, very optimistic. The page loves to try. And the page is just like, yeah, I really want this. I want something. So there's movement. There is movement. Hopefully we can feel it. Hopefully we can hold on to that. Okay, let's go on here. Okay. Well, now we come to a reverse card. To me, says that, that's a little bit more power. So we want to pay attention. This is a major arcana. This is a number 8. 8 we've talked about, unlimited opportunities. However, this is also talking about strength. Now, the strength here is, is this that we're going to still need to have some strength to get through this? Definitely this week, but at the same time, this is where we have to pull into ourselves. We have to look and see what it is we need to be strong about. Now, I have always, I'm always telling you, or I haven't told you maybe for a while, you never pray for patience, because when you pray for patience, you have to wait. You never pray for courage, because when you pray for courage, you are put into situations where you need to have courage. The other thing is, you never pray for strength, because then you need strength. Okay, so having said that, this is finding that inner strength. This is finding that connection between the beast and the humanity. And this is also gentling and loving and caring for that beast type of energy. So, it's not necessarily the strength where we have to be forceful and we have to be, harsh to others. This is finding strength through kindness, through gentleness also. It's also, there's kind of a taming of the beast with this strength. That strength may be in our own self. Many times over, you might be in a situation where you want to lash out, and this might be where you just need the strength to hold it in. because lashing out is not going to be productive, is not going to help us through whatever it is. It can only add negative energy. Now, I'm not saying that you don't try and that you don't, continue to keep, shining your light and and shining brightly. It's just, this is really, I'm really getting a lot with the Strength card here, and it's about really holding things, not presenting them, not putting them out there in a harsh negative or just a mean energy. So I'm kind of getting, whatever's going on here, it may push us to want to react in that more negative way, and we're going to really have to find the strength to be kind and to show that we love and that we are loved. So there's a lot with this Strength. Let me know what you think about this, because I really like hearing the shared comments on this. We have hope. We have busy times, which again, those even though the planets are direct, it's really still, they're very close to each other. We have new opportunities, new possibilities, but we need to have strength. We need to be kind. We need to be gentle during this time, and many times that is what takes strength. Okay. Why don't we get going? Please take a moment to like, share, subscribe, click on the bell for notifications. I really appreciate you doing that. You keep the channel moving and keep the channel growing, so thank you. Okay, why don't we start our readings now? And hello to my Libras. Okay, my Libras. Let's see what we have here. For my Libras, what does Higher Power want my Libras to know? What does Source want my Libras to know for this week? I do feel you need to stop focusing on the small stuff. I kind of get a like a nitpicking type of energy, and just start looking at the bigger picture. It could be a time to just, instead of, I just feel like nitpicking is not real conducive or real productive. Okay, not everyone is perfect, and I just feel like you're just like looking at the small stuff and need to not do that. And sometimes that's what happens. Is you would come into these energies, and it's like everything is just irritating you, not you per se, but just anyone. But it's like listening to somebody chew their food. It's like, oh my gosh, it's listening to somebody or watching somebody picking their nails or doing something. It's like, would you just stop? Word of just kind of breathe through it and just get through it is try not to concentrate on that stuff. Try to look at the bigger picture. Okay, anyway, let's see what we have here. This one is stronger energy, but first card is peace. Okay, finding peace. Interesting energy. So the 13, 1, new beginnings, 10, transition, 3, very powerful energy, creative. It's also celebratory. It's also you say something 3 times, do something 3 times, add it together, it becomes a 4. Stability, leadership, also organization. This is the death card in the traditional. So this means something has to end in order for something to start, but it has a lot of rebirth to it. It has a lot of possibilities to it. It doesn't mean that it's always an easy card, because there's a lot of letting go in order for you to move on with this. So this is really a transformational card, a transitional card. So this week is telling you that there's going to be some major transition, I know I'm just saying it over again, major transformation in something in your life. Okay, it could be you. It could, again, I said, leave the small things, look at the bigger things, concentrate more on the outcome, the goal, than, again, somebody chewing, somebody picking their nails or things like that. But this is moving. This is like rebirth. This is like birth in itself. The death card is always really a wonderful energy for me. It means that you got still a little bit of rockiness to get through because you got to kind of get rid of some stuff in order, and it sometimes feels like it's major changes, so it's not necessarily easy, but it is, going through birth is not easy either. So, peace, Archangel or Azrael. Okay. Azrael is noted as the angel of death, or, so just saying. Release the past. There is a more enriching future coming. Let go and let God. Here we go. So there's a lot of trust. That seems, everybody's been getting a lot of trust energies in different ways, though. Very interesting with that. Next card is reversed. The Seven of Gabriel. So sevens, is divine umbrella, divine protection, divine intervention, divine interference. Gabriel is our fire energy, Leo, Sagittarius, Aries, passionate, burning, very determined energy. And so whatever this is, maybe the change in you is that you're standing up for yourself for a change. Maybe the change is maybe by standing up, you're letting go of something. But the Seven of Gabriel is about standing up for yourself and not backing down. But you need to make sure that you're picking the correct battle, the correct war to fight. Again, how someone chews, and I don't know why I'm on that, though how people chew is something that is one of my little pet peeves too, so I'm kind of sharing that with you. If they're chomping, that might not be necessarily the thing to hoist your flag on, or maybe it is, but the Seven of Gabriel is standing up for yourself, and that might be your change. So stand up for what you believe in, have confidence, claim your personal power. Your next card here is not reversed. This is the Three of Gabriel. The three, we talked about the three, we talked about Gabriel. This is major changes. This is your ship coming in. So between this, something has to end in order for something to begin. It's not always easy to make these changes, but this is really like you're really pushing forward. You're going after something you really want, and it could be in some ways, if we think about it as a relationship, it could be an ending of a relationship or a beginning of a relationship, that you're really getting very strong in being who you want. And now the Three of Gabriel is all about prosperity, is all about ship coming in. And remember, your relationship can be personal, but it can also be your work, your job, your career. And it could also be something to do with your home. So I'm going to go more that, this could be a career, this could be personal, but something has to end in order for something to begin. You're going to need to be very strong with this. Go back to the introduction. You need to, if you believe it to be right, it's going to be something you have to really, really, stand firm, stand tall about. But then the Three of Gabriel is all about your ship coming in. But it's also talking about, however this is, you've been very strategic in your planning. Whatever you're changing, it's not just a snap decision. You're very strategic in making your changes. Okay? So, prosperity arising from wise planning, time to take the next step, optimistic plans that turn out as expected. So it could be you quitting your job, or you're retiring, but yet at the same time, it could be if you are leaving a relationship, you're going into something much better, and you've planned for the change. You've planned for the change, basically, is what this is all about. Okay, so here we go. Let's see what we have. So 1, 3, 7, 3. So 3 seem to be dominant there. And let's see, what for my Libras? What do the guardian angels have to say? The helper of action. So the helper of action, I believe, is the Knight of Fire. So Knight's underlying energy is fire. Fire action is also fire. So fire, directed, going after what you want with this. You're blessed with many wonderful things to do. It would be great if you could take the time to make a plan first. Well, the Three of Gabriel says you already did make some plans. But as you're implementing it, you might be kind of going by, what do they say, by the seat of your pants. You might be just making snap decisions. But you probably don't have the time, so get busy. Follow your instincts and have fun. You or someone you meet is very self-assured, capable, and enthusiastic. You can do anything with a smile. Okay. So you got a lot of fire energy there, my Libras. It may not necessarily feel comfortable, but yet at the same time, it is very exciting. The peace, the death card, Archangel Azrael, is really making a new turn, making a new opportunity for you, releasing the past. And believing and knowing that there is something better out there. So let's see, let go and let God again. A lot of this does connect with the introduction. So let's see what we've got, what crystal or energy for my Libras we have here. Reversed. Orange calcite. Well, this is, yes, boosting self-esteem, expressing sexuality, psychological healing, energetic living. Interesting with that. Okay, so there's a lot of excitement. There's a lot of, it could be a little bit scary. Again, that peace, let go, let God, and jump. Okay, anyway, my Libras. Okay, I'm going to pray for you all. Oh, take care of you all. Anyway, because this is kind of a precipice for you. Not sure what you're going into, but you got this. You got this. Okay, so my Libras, take a moment, please, to like, share, subscribe. Click on the bell for notifications. As always, my Libras, know that you are loved, stay shining, and be blessed. Bye-bye.